Hey everyone, it is Kim Hansen from the nakedleader.org. In case you don't already know, I am a salon industry business coach and educator, and I have a company called the nakedleader.org. Today, you've joined me for my hump day reset. I realize it's not hump day, but you know, things just got in my way yesterday. And it was my birthday a couple days ago, so everything just got kind of pushed out. So I want to welcome you. And this is your weekly reset. And what are we talking about on the reset today is focus. How in the heck do we focus without distractions? So did you guys know that 3 out of every 4 people, that's 70% of people, feel distracted at work? Actually, I really think that people are distracted the majority of the time. I'm certain that you've experienced dining in a restaurant and everyone has their cell phones sitting right next to them on the table, checking it multiple times during the conversation. And even like when some people try and be real sneaky, and when you get up to go to the restroom, they'll like check their phone and you come back and they're on their phone, which there's nothing wrong with that. I've done that too, but you know, it could be you checking those ultra important messages and emails and social media. And then the person comes back from the restaurant and they're, you know, you sit down and, oh, you put your phone right next to the side of you again. So what these constant distractions do to our relationships, and whether really they're personal or business, is send a really loud and clear message to people that, you know, our communication with them really isn't as important as the communication we receive on our phones. It's simple to see that our really super stellar communications tools that, you know, have been created are really sabotaging productivity sometimes. And it also sabotages our relationships, again, both personal and business, by creating really communication overload. So how much uninterrupted time do you spend working on your projects? How much uninterrupted? I want to ask you, like, no distractions, nothing at all. Think about that. How much uninterrupted time do you have working on your important projects, or in one-on-ones and talking to your team, even talking in your personal life with your wife, your spouse, your kids, significant other, you know, whatever you want to call that person over there? How much uninterrupted time do you really give to your priorities? What's important to you? So for most people, the answer really is it's not enough time. I don't give enough time. Since we live in this high-tech, highly competitive world, we need to focus on achievement and building relationships without distraction of our phones, our technology, our communication tools, because there's not enough communication face-to-face, and there's not enough time, uninterrupted time, to really work on important projects that you need to do for your company, and even that client sitting behind your chair. So here are 3 tips that you can use to eliminate your distractions. Okay. 1, train your brain to concentrate. Concentration is a learned skill, you guys. It's like a muscle that we need to exercise. The more we practice focusing without any distractions, like listening is focusing too, without any distractions, our ability to concentrate improves. So begin with small periods of time. If you have problem concentrating and you're a little ADD, begin with small periods of time, done more often, and then slowly integrate those times in together into longer blocks of time. So that's one. Here's number two. Schedule offline time. And I mean schedule it. Protect your work time and your relationship time by turning off notifications on your computer and phone. Just block time, you guys, where you're completely offline and you put that cell phone away and all those notifications you get on your computer, turn them off so that you can really have better concentration with less distractions. And the same really applies for your team. Okay, when they are on the clock, they are off the phone. You can explain to them, because sometimes they don't like that, right? Because they're kind of addicted. We're addicted to communication. We're addicted to that inundation of communication that we receive, you know? So, you know, just explain to your team if they have a problem with, you know, when they're on the clock, they're off their phone. Explain to them that they're going to be more productive. They're going to do more, they're going to do better work. And because they're going to be more productive and they're going to be better, they're going to do better work, that all leads to higher earnings for them. And quite frankly, we are really happier when we're fully present. So you're really doing them, your team, a huge favor by training them to focus on their relationships. If you have a work meeting scheduled, have everyone turn off their phones and put it away so they can focus on what you're saying so that it is a more productive team meeting. Here's your third tip. Enjoy life outside of work. Okay, leave work at home, you guys. And believe me, I know, I totally get it. Protecting your personal time is super hard. I didn't do a very good job at it when I had my salon. But if I would have had somebody tell me this stuff, I probably would have actually protected my time a little bit better. So let's be honest, it's not completely impossible to protect our personal time. If you really practice protecting your personal time as well as your team's personal time, it really allows us to really recharge our mind. And this practice, I promise you, it will help you and your team be fully present when your focus time, meaning the focus time off your phone, off the technology, off the notifications, when your focused time is required. Okay? So the only way to really do these things is by planning and scheduling your time and your goals in advance. What are your goals and what kind of time is it going to require? Focused time. If you're completely focused, you're going to have more productive time working on projects, and your relationships with both your team and your personal relationships are going to become deeper and better. So what are your goals? Think about those, and then schedule the time out, blocks of time to do various different tasks, and even schedule blocks of time where that is your personal time and you protect that personal time. And your team knows that this is your personal time in advance, so that they don't text you about an emergency. And if there is an emergency, who's the second person in charge? Don't micromanage your business. So this really means sitting down and thoughtfully making a plan, you guys, and creating blocks of time for each important task. And then, you know, like I said, that includes your personal time, your family time. Leave nothing, you guys, leave nothing to chance. Plan it all out. And once you manage to eliminate interruptions, your focus time and your productivity will increase by leaps and bounds. I promise. It's going to increase if you block your time and you're super focused and you turn off all distractions during those times. Sometimes we even have to schedule social media time. This is the only time I go on social media, from this time to this time, if you're a social media addict. Okay? So cheers to overcoming distractions, you guys. And I really hope this reset helps you today. I will see you back next week when we talk about another little topic, and hopefully I can give you some tips and tricks to help your life and your business be much more productive and grow and thrive. I'll see you soon. Bye.